to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings. Successful Tradings.
Hello, welcome to Successful Tradings, where you will learn to trade options as a beginner. Bonjour, bienvenue sur Successful Tradings.
Welcome to Successful Trading. In this video, you are going to learn how to master candlestick charts as a beginner. First, we will compare candlestick charts to other charts. Second, we will scrutinize the important information provided by candlestick charts and how to read and interpret candlestick chart using different time streams. And lastly, if you stick around, we will introduce you to basic indicators that we use to go along with the candlestick chart to make the decision that help us make money in this market as a day trader or a swing trader. Without any further ado, let us go ahead and get started. All right, finally. This video is something that it was overdue, but I was reminded yesterday by somebody, a trader who decided, who was interested in buying the boot camp that we had on September 7 recording. And they asked the question if during the boot camp we did talk about candlestick charts and indicators, and I felt just like, oh my goodness, this is an area that's for a lot of beginner traders we haven't been able to address so far. So I'm going to go for over the next week, make a lot of basic videos on things that are really important to beginners, like candlestick charts, because there's a lot that's hinge on the mastering this knowledge on candlestick charts and other type of charts. So let's go ahead. The first thing that we want to do on here is actually to show you, hey, why sometimes you see different things on the app. I can think, for instance, of what's the name of that app? Robinhood. When the people who are trading on the cell phone, they just have some basic charts. It doesn't really help you do that much compared to when you're on a computer and you're able to see a candlestick chart. So I'm using TradingView, but you could be using the TradingView is free, so you can download that and set up an account for it. And I'm gonna show you the value at the end of this, why I'm using this, because there's some very cool features on here that we're doing. So to start, let's start with, I'm using a chart of a recent stock that we traded last week, but that's another story for another day. Let's go ahead here and take a look at all the type of chart that exists other than the candlestick. So for me, this is here inside of TradingView, this icon on here, I've selected that, but let's quickly go on there and show you have all of this, right? So when the one that exists, that's, I think, a line. Yeah, look, this is a line on here. I can actually turn off some of my indicators so that you can see this thing easily here. So let me turn off some of my indicators on here. So let me hide this. Let me hide the yellow line, because I'm going to reveal them to you later in the video. Let me hide this, and let me hide the green line as well as of now. So yeah, well, I have other indicators. Okay, let's see. Let me hide this. Let me hide. Okay, this is what happens. This is what you see on Robinhood or of the like. Obviously, there's not much that you can do out of the, I mean, the stock, what is the stock moving? I told somebody the other day, when I don't have my indicators, I feel like naked. I don't know why. So that's just not something that a trader, especially a beginner trader, will use. So that's it. So a line, yeah, sure, you can use that. Some use an area. So it's a line, but where they highlight the area as well. What does it tell you? Not that much. Yeah, so line area charts, if they are just for show. Now if you really can get there's this one called baseline. Okay, I'll leave it to you on there, but at least there's extra information here, because hey, I just seeing two things, right? So two colors. So okay, it could be of a value. That is other ones. Renko, okay, my friend, what is this? This looks very nice. Yeah, it's very pleasing to the eyes. But I don't know what you can make of it. Let me remove this thing as of now because we will show you what that feature. Those are the cool features of TradingView. Let me remove this as well on here. So what value will you have into trading this? How will it help you as a day trader or a sim trader or just as a trader, especially a beginner trader for a while? Not that much. So Renko charts, not that great. Line break. Okay, line break. Okay, we see color. So does this mean that the stock is going down here of the like? Okay, that's possible. But I mean, you get the point, right? They're all in here. Kaji, point of figure, whatever. The one that for us, we see value. Well, let's see. Okay, this year, now we're beginning somewhat. We're beginning somewhat. This is called, what's the name of this one? The Heiken Hashi. The Heiken Hashi. Okay, that's of a value because, hey, if you know how to interpret this, okay, but look at the difference though. Okay, these are hollow. So here, what am I going to do here? Is it possible for me? Yep, let me go and split the screen. So, okay. So on this one, I am using, on the right-hand side, I'm using the candles, the candlestick charts. That's what I call, yeah, candlestick chart is on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, for the same stock, that's a B1, these are a hollow candle. Yeah, so look at the difference. The difference is not that much. We're gonna be talking specifically. The last one here, they are exactly alike, right? The only thing on here will be, okay, why is this one doesn't have a fill? That's really the difference. Yeah, and then before let us show you the bar chart. This is the bar chart as well. Yeah, compared to a candlestick chart. So to my left, we have a bar chart, and to the right, which one do you think it's more pleasing to you? And trust me, there are traders who use this one. They are just well used to it. The same information that we're gonna go in, because next year we're gonna explore exactly what information we're getting out of here. The same is also available on here. It's just that the presentation of it is not the same. So what information are we looking at? We are looking at these 4 things here on top. They in TradingView here, they are all stand for open. So I actually let me bring yeah. So let's finish this, and then I'm going to go and actually relay them. Type it on a text box for you, so that, because hey, if you're a beginner day trader or whatever and learning about candlestick charts, this is really we want this video to be your staple for that. So this is the bar chart is not bad, but I mean, compared to this one, well, I think most people will prefer this one. So let's focus on this one, the candlestick charts, and let's go back to the single screen. Okay, so that's the one that came on here, and then let's go explore what specific information make this of value and something that you need to know. So I'm gonna bring a box on here. So this information here on top is what really it's of importance to you. So I'm going to bring a text on here, and let's see, I want a neutral color. Okay, so O stand for the open or opening price in layman terms, right? So meaning that at what price did the stock open? Let me show you that then let's write them, and then I'm going to show it to you to all of these type of candles, because either so far you have seen on candlestick chart the color being either red or green, and we're going to explain while we have this. So O stand for open price. The next one there you see is H. H stand for high of the high of that candle, really. So the high, meaning the highest price that the stock reached on that candle. And trust me, we're gonna break this down. The highest price. So highest price. Let's type it here. Highest price of that candle, because there are granularities that we're gonna be talking about next. Also known as time frame. Yeah, because that's when you see candles, the first thing that we need to know. Oh, what time frame? Meaning that this candle represents the length over time. Yeah, So the duration of the candle, if you will. But that's so hence I want you to write high of the day, because right now we are looking at daily candles. But this principle, open, high, the next one is low. L stands for low. So lowest price of the candle. So opening price of the candle, that's because again we are referring candles, and this is going to be true regardless of the time frame. I'm going to show you how to switch time frame very shortly on here. If let's say this concept is not an issue. And C is the closing price of the candle. Voila. Now we have them on there in blue. Then we're gonna stick this thing on here. That's way it's easier to read than this. So now I'm going to use these 4 candles here this past week there, because they're big candles. Then we can see them properly. Yeah. So I don't want this thing to go far. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So this is daily. Yeah. This is a daily candle. How do we know that it's daily? Because here for me and on your broker, whatever broker that you're using, they will get they will give you the opportunity to select which one you want to read. And here are my time frame. Yeah. I can look at 1 minute. I can look at even 1 second, 5 seconds, meaning that's the duration of the candle. As of now, this is daily. So we're going to switch shortly on here, but let's go illustrate where are these? Where do we read this price? Obviously, when I go and hover over a candle, they're automatically displayed on here. So the highest points for us is this one here. That's the high of the day. But let's go in on the order. Can you be disciplined and go in the order? So for us, we're gonna tell you that the opening price of the candle for a green candle is going to be, let's define something here first. Let's define something called the body of the candle. The body of the candle is this area which is filled. Yeah. So on a green candle, everything that's filled in green, whatever price is there between here and there, is going to be the body of the candle. It doesn't have any meaning per se, meaning we don't refer to it during the trading, other than giving us 2 information. The body is going to have 2 pieces of information. Yeah. The body is going to give us the open and the close. That's what it is. So in this case here, this is open on here. Notice that the open, there's a small difference here. I want you to pay attention to this here. So my open is 123.81 on this candle, but the low is 123.45. So hence there's this lower wick. How do they call it? A lower shadow. That's how they call it here. So this is the body here of this candle. Yeah, all the way to here. From here at the open to the close. So the body is defined as the open to the close. Yeah. So on a green candle, the body here will be positive. On a red candle, it's gonna be the open. The open on the red candle is meaning that the close is lower than the open. That's why these candles are red by convention. Oh, by the way, let me also talk about the colors, because why are they green? Why are they red? I'm going to actually show you that you can change the color of your candles on your candlestick chart. Yes, we're going to show you that. And for some people, because this thing came recently in one of daily market, some people may be frightened when they see the red color or whatever. I invited them to change the color on the candlestick chart such that they are a little bit more at peace, comfortable, instead of seeing red color, which represent danger, which represent a lot of bad things. That's very important, the psychology of trading. So here, let's continue on here. So the open is here. When the open it's much higher than the close of a candle, that candle will be red. Well, that's by convention, yeah. But the red meaning that it's going down. The price went down, and the body again will be represented as now the low of the lowest price of the candle is here. Is as low as this point on here. And is represented at 132.45, whereas the open was 144. The high was 144.07. See the little tiny space, the little tiny upper shadow that's there. Here we have a lower shadow that's a relative. What's the size of the lower shadow? So that's going to be the distance between the open and the low, right? The open is 144, the low is 132.45. So that distance is almost $12. Yeah, $11.55 exactly. That's that on here, folks. Yeah. So that's how you read the information inside of a candlestick chart. Open, high, low, and close. So the body being represented by the open and the close. In both instances, if the candle is, we went down from the open to the close, or if we went up from the open to the close, as in these 3 candles on here. Hopefully this gives you an idea. Now let's transition you to time frames. The same principle that we're talking about here, open, high, low, will still be valid. The time frame is just that, hey, the gist here is showing us the entire trading day that this stock opened at 144 and it closed at 134.88. Hence the color being red to show that the price started high and it closed low, with the lowest price of the day being here. This here is called a lower shadow. This one here is called an upper shadow, and we can interpret it right now for you. But before, we just want to show you the time frames. So here, sorry, I can go here and change into an hour. Yeah, this is the same information, but now I'm going to have more candles. Since we have how many on the inside of a day, the stock market opened at 9:30 Eastern time or 6:30 Pacific time. I am in the Pacific time zone here in Los Angeles. And it closed at 1 p.m. Pacific time or 4 p.m. Eastern. So we have over 6 hours, exactly 6.5 hours of trading. So hence, when I change to hourly, I'm reading the date here at the bottom, September 11, 2020, I have 7 candles. Yeah, that's what happened. And this candle, each candle here, it's of 1 hour duration. Obviously, the last candle on here start at 12:30 Pacific or 3:30 Eastern time. It's only 30 minutes. And that's how we have to live with that, because it's just half an hour into that breakdown. So here, as I select a smaller granularity, I'm going to have more candles. So if I select the hourly, I have 7 candles. Now, if I select, you can do that. If I select 2 hours, what happened? I have 8 candles. Yeah. Now, if I go and select in terms of my granularity, 4 hours, look how many candles I'm going to have. So for the 11, I'm going to have just 2 candles. Yeah. The first one from 9:30 Eastern plus 4 hours, and then that gets you to 9:30 plus 4, that's 12:30, and then the last candle will be on here. And now the smaller time granularity, 15 minutes, for instance. This is how many candles you get. Can we count them, or you just do the math, right? This is 8, this is 12, this is 16, this is 20, this is 24. We have 26 candles on here of 15 minutes. Yeah. And as day traders, or in traders in general, meaning regardless of your time frame, you are going to select a granularity. This is what I'm calling granularity, those intervals of time to represent the candle. But the reading of the candles still remain the same. So meaning this one here, it opened at 143.93 on that 15-minute interval, right? The 15-minute here goes from, look at the timestamp at the bottom of the chart here, right? As I'm hovering, it's telling me September 11, 2020, 6:30 Eastern. My trading view is set up for California time. That's the opening. And then since it's a 15-minute, the next one is going to start at 6:45. And then the next one's going to start at 7. So this is 9:30 Eastern, if we talk in Eastern time. Then the next one is 9:45 Eastern. And then the next one is 10 a.m. Eastern, and so forth as the days goes by. And the reading of it is the same: open, high, low, and close. So when the price starts at a point and close at a higher, they represent it with a green color, green showing positive. When it starts a high and it closed lower than where it started, they're going to represent it with a red color. Now, let me show you something that, hey, is it possible for us to change the color of this? So for that, it doesn't matter which time frame that I can do that on 15 minutes or whatever time interval that. So if I go back to the daily here, Yeah, and let's get the same level of zoom as we had before. Now, will it help you out if, let's say, we change the colors of these red candles into green ones, or into a different color of that? Because let's leave green. Green is positive mentally in our psyche, right? So here we go to settings. This is how you do it inside of TradingView. And look at this, folks. So the body, remember the bodies that we talked about, green and red. So for us, let's say this, we're gonna say that, hey, we want to change this color, no more of green, because why will be scared with green? Let's put it maybe in this blue. Look what happened. And obviously we want the border to match the same color, yeah, of those candles. Look, well, I'm gonna show you. And then the wick is the space. We can have a lower wick, which will be the distance between the low of the candle, the lowest point of the candle, and the close or the open, or it's going to be the highest point of the candle at its distance to the open or the close. So like, again, hopefully I'm gonna make sure that makes sense. Let's not fumble on that. This is the wick. This is the wick from here to here. Anything that outside of the body, oh yeah, that's a better definition. So when it's above the body, that's an upper wick. When it's below the body, that's a lower wick. Oh, by the way, look at the color of my red now. The red have changed. The red have changed. Is it more pleasant to you? So let's even change it to a different color. I don't know if that's one is going to be to your liking. So again, how do I do that here on TradingView? If you are doing that on TradingView, I select settings and I go just pick my color here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's fine. Can you use this one? I don't know how the border is gonna look on there. So I'm changing the wick and everything else. Yeah, but the wick and do not show when I change. I change this to this other color. So let's pick here and another color here. Again, I right click and I go to settings, and I'm looking at here. I don't know what color is pleasing to you. You just select a color. So I think we were gonna set, oh, there, but that's too close to green. Yeah, that's too close to green. Yeah, how about this one? Yep, we can do that one as well. So let's do that. Was that one? Yeah, I think so. All right. So if you don't like, if you don't like red, this is how you change the colors of your candlestick on your candlestick chart. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? And once you do that, here you can save your profile. You can rename it if you want. So let me rename this one. So for me, I want to rename this no red color, no red telex one. All right, so we save it here. Yeah, because then what if I want to go to my default? I will have it there. So this, again, we can now toggle back to 30 minutes if we want. The candlestick, they are using our color scheme that we want. Yeah, so so far we have shown you the difference between the candlestick charts and the other type of chart. We have shown you the critical information inside of the candlestick chart, the open, high, and low. We also talked about the body and the upper and lower wick, and we showed you the different time frame of a candlestick chart. Yeah, so now, and then we just showed you more recently how to change the color scheme of your color scheme to represent the different candles. Same thing, we can decide that, hey, we want to change right, let's go classifying, because somebody could say, okay, hey Telex, but how about the other one? We can change this one as well. Maybe you want a vibrant color when the stock is going up. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, let's use this orange. Yeah, that's the energy. So an energy color. Okay, so you use it like this. This is an energy color when it's going up. Yeah, so this candle is telling us that the stock opened at 123 and it went as high as 130, and there was no lower wick, no lower wick here, because the lowest price of the day is equal to the opening price of the day. So then the next question that for us here, let's quickly tell you about, hey, how do we decide as a trader, how do we decide which time frame to use, right? So it depends on your timeline. Day traders, that's a very aggressive trading stock. They can be in a stock for as little as 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They will tend to use lower granularity, 1 minute of the like. I do not use 1 minute granularity. I do not use 3-minute granularity. I do day trading of stock options, as you know by now, or if you want to know here, successful trading. So we use 5 minutes or 15 minutes, but really for me is the 15 minute that I like the most. Why do I like the 15 minute more than the 5 minutes? Because it avoids false positive. I'll have less candles, meaning that it forces me as a trader to be more patient. Patience is very important in the market, meaning you are forced to make take time before making decision, because on a 5 minute you make a decision, 5 minutes later it could reverse. Let's show you something like that here. Which stock we are going to go to? Okay, here's the stock on here. Sorry that we are using the red one. Oh, we can. Oh, let's test this. So can we ask this guy to give us how can I get the it's giving me the telex one. I want to get to the one that I just saved. New load chart layout. No red telex. Look what happened. This is fantastic. All right, this is fantastic. You saw that, right? So how I just selected that one. Maybe let's return to the other one though. Let's return to the other one. Okay, man, this thing. Load chart layout, and I just go select one that I like. Okay, well, let's see. Here is not offering me telex one, but in any case, okay. Oh boy, that's fine. We have other indicators, or we have indicators back, guys. So sorry about that. That we are toggling back and forth. Okay, I just want to add telex one here. Load, okay, but where's telex one? These are all the names. Okay, so telex. Interesting. That's fine. Okay, let's do this on here. But we have all those other indicators. Okay, that's fine. On this one, let's just go right setting and give back our general setting, so we know that this is green, right? Your color of green, you pick whatever green that you want. So I'm picking this green here. Sorry about that. I don't want to use the other one with the indicators. We want to introduce you to the indicators. So this is our candlestick chart, and let's go back to the green and red if you don't mind. Yeah, but we showed you how to change the colors. Okay, all right. So this is that standard one, and then now we want to be able to to tell you on here, after telling you about the different time frames, how to interpret this information. Yeah, this information, the price going up is going to tell you that, okay, there were buyers who came and drove the price up. Here in this case, in this type of candles, there are sellers, because the stock market, the candlestick will represent a over whichever timeline. So meaning here we are looking at the 30-minute chart. This was a tussle between the bears, people who wants the stock to go down, versus the bulls who want the stock to go up. And here the bears, they won on this candle, on this 30 minutes. So that summary, the candle summarize, the candlestick chart will summarize the result of the buyers and the sellers. So the sellers here took the price from 144 on this 30 minutes interval, 143.93 exactly. Again, I'm reading that here. Yeah, 143.93 all the way to a low of 136.23 we closed at. So but yeah, we were talking about 5 minute versus yes. I remember now, 5 minute versus the 15 minute, for instance. So the 15 minute. So here, let me go to 5 minutes on here. This is my 15 minutes. This stock gapped. Look at the first 15 minutes. It's a red candle, meaning that the bears, they took the price down, right? But that's, again, that fight goes on every single candle. So if you were to make a decision on here, you will have said, okay, you're bearish here though. But look at then at the next 15-minute candle, the stock continued going up with some changes in colors in between, meaning representing that battle. So here it's called consolidation, but there is a strategies that you trade the bullish pattern, bullish meaning the stock going up, to say, hey, is it posting higher highs? Are we achieving a higher high as the time is passing by? Yes, this would have been a nice trade. Let's say starting here after this space here, this is called a gap. It's called a gap up. Yeah, some news came on this stock that make it gap up big. So you will have made big money if you were holding this stock here at the close of the day on Friday, the September the 4th, toward the open September the 8th. Yeah, after that long weekend, you made a lot of money. But the first 15 minutes on here was dicey, right? So imagine watching that on a 5-minute interval. On a 5-minute interval, I could have gone side by side. So on a 5-minute interval, this is it. It opened at the first 5 minutes, opened at $46. It went as high as $47.94. That's a lot on a $47 stock, folks. Yeah, we are talking $1.94. That's almost $2. That's 4% move in just one candle of 5 minutes. Imagine day traders, how fast they have to go in and out of this. So candlestick, the importance of candlestick is really getting that information and making a decision as fast as possible for people who are trading on a smaller time frame on anything. For us, 15 minutes for most of the stocks is more than enough. But once we know that a stock is very volatile, we can do a split screen, yeah, 2 candlestick charts, one with a 5-minute interval and another one for a 15-minute interval. So when we want to get an entry into a trade. So here on the, let's go to the 8th of September, and over the 2-time period on here. So this is the 8th of September on here. This is 5 minutes on here, and this one is 15 minutes. And you see that on the 15 minute, your decision making would have helped you somehow make a better decision by being patient. That's why for us, we prefer the 15 minutes most of the time over the 5-minute interval. Last thing on here. So on this how to master candlestick charts as a beginner video, we talk to you about candlestick versus other type of chart. We talk to you about the critical information of the candlestick, open, high, low, and close. Which, by the way, that information, remember when we started earlier, it's also available in hollow candles and bars. Yeah, they have that as well. It's just a presentation of it in terms of candlestick that make it a little bit better. How to change the colors, we talked about that, and the importance of the time frames, obviously. So let's so because here this one on the left hand side doesn't have indicators, let's quickly introduce you to indicators and then conclude the video with a nice feature that's available here instead of TradingView. That's why we liked it a little bit, replaying the candlestick on the candlestick charts. That's a very cool feature on here. So let me just quickly, because I'm going to be making another video, set of videos where we're going to take time to say, okay, now you know about the candlesticks, you know about the importance of them in trading. We're going to introduce you to basic indicators to go to put some clothes around these candlestick charts, right? Because right now I told you, for me, this like feel like naked. So here I have my indicators. So let's go with the first really one that's really important. I have them already, but I just show them. I didn't just I have hidden them, but I will tell you what they are in our next video. So here we just activated a few of them on here. So we have the Bollinger Band. Remember, Bollinger Band it's important. We have an indicator called VWAP, volume weighted average price, and we have the moving averages. Yeah, so the moving average is something that we use. There are many more, but those are the basics. So Bollinger Bands, remember for next time, Bollinger Bands as an indicator, VWAP, volume weighted average price, and moving average. There are different type of moving average. We will be using the exponential moving average, and we will reveal to you why the exponential moving average has an advantage over the simple moving average. All right, have we done everything that we wanted to do on here? So now let's finish on here. I'm gonna take B1 stock. I'm going to change it to the 15-minute chart. You know about the time interval now, and I'm going to replay it for the entire week. Is that going to be fast enough for us? So the replay button here, I'm gonna ask it to replay it for us starting on September 8th to see actually how the candlestick were moving for on this candlestick chart, right? So for that, I just have to, this is the replay button inside of TradingView. If you are not familiar with it, we made a video. So in our playlist of technical analysis, inside of this channel, Successful Tradings, you can go and find it there. So I'm just going to click on here, and I'm going to tell it replay. This icon comes here. On this icons here, I ask for the speed. So updates, how frequently I want to update. So meaning I'm going to have a 15-minute candle every so often. So here, since we have 4 days, I'm going to say every every 1 second. So meaning going to be super fast. Every 1 second, I'm going to have a 15-minute interval candle in this, candlestick in this candle chart. Yeah. So all I have to do then is, oops. Okay, I need to select the starting point. And when I do that, I just have to go here. So you see, when you select a starting point, it goes the day before that, or the candle before that, because no, not the day, the candle before that. And I just hit replay and watch what happened. You're going to be seeing every one of those candles that you're seeing pop here, it's of 15 minutes. You control that. You control the interval and the speed at which you want them to appear. Every 1 second, because that's what we selected here. Yeah. So this will help you look at the candlestick chart when you have all of the other indicators to understand the behavior, such as support and resistance that we're going to be talking about, because that's what those indicators are. The other indicators is just, you see, they will help us as traders understand where support, resistance, zone of accumulations are. We will explain all of those terms in our next video on here. So let's play, and we'll conclude this video on how to master candlestick chart as a beginner. Hopefully you get something out of this today. We want you, if this is your first time to watch a video on our channel, please subscribe. That's way next time when we make the series on the indicators and how for us at Successful Trading, because this is part of technical analysis. We strictly trade technical analysis here, and the 10 baggers that you have seen, we will make sure that when you subscribe, you will not be missing out on those videos. Our replay here for the entire week for B1 stock using the 15-minute candlestick, it's almost done, as we are on the 11 already, and we know that for each day of the 15-minute, that 26 such interval, there are 6.5 hours of trading in during the day, right? So 60 minutes divided by 4, 15 minutes. So that's why you have 6 hours and a half, 6 times 4, 24, plus 2 of them for the last 30 minutes. That gives you 26 candle. That's it, folks. We thank you for your time. Please do subscribe, and so that you will not miss the next episode of this training overall. We appreciate your time, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to Successful Trading. In this video, we are